Where the talk is the beats.
We have a guest with us. We have a guest with us. Her name is. Introduce yourself, please, love.
Denise.
I have to ask this question. Do you consent to this recording?
Yes, I do.
Do you consent to it ending up online?
Yes.
Fan fucking fabidozy. Now, part 3 of tonight's conversation and topic. We've lost our presenter. It's all right. He does it sometimes. You know, he just has to go and brush his hair. Wow. Sometimes I have to go and shave my ball. Oh, okay, listen, that's not that kind of podcast. We'll do that on Wednesdays. We do jokey comic Wednesdays. Today we're on a serious note. We're on a serious note today, Denise.
Yep.
So you're gonna have to start again, bro. Start again with the recording, because we gotta cut that show.
Huh?
This is not live. We're recording. It can be edited. We have to start again. I'll have to ask you a question again. We'll do that on Wednesday.
Jay Balls are really. Don't think I'm not laughing.
Listen, next time we do it, we're gonna be firing shots at each other and shit.
I know, right?
We're gonna do a podcast where we fire shots. So we're gonna start again there.
It's
Yeah?
all gone out.
We'll start again. You edit all that other shit. Yeah? We'll start again. Welcome back. Part 3 of tonight's podcast. Back here with Media Management, aka Fast Life. Got Nathan on the purple
Nelly
mic.
in the building, Nelly.
Got Key here on the red mic, and we have a guest appearance with us. Can you please introduce yourself, love? Denise. I have to ask by law, do you consent to this recording, love?
Yes.
Do you consent to it being online?
Yes.
Well, people, you're in for a blast.
Woohoo.
So, part 3.
Wait.
Part 3. Okay.
What's your
We
name?
we had
What's your name?
Denise.
Denise, yeah.
Nice to meet you again, Denise.
Nice to meet you too.
Lovely job there. We needed to get some eye candy here, because some of our viewers are like, do. You know what I mean? Hopefully now.
The fuck you think I'm doing it?
Shoot up. mate. I know.
man.
You're
That's what
eye
I'm here for,
candying
man.
it, but you know, there's
Come on.
female observers as well. They want some, no,
mean
male.
you and
Male. No, and the females. I mean, we're in the 21st century nowadays. You never know. But basically, part 3. This is a conversation now because we have a female on the table with us that I had to ask. It's to do with abortions. The consciousness of contraception, abortions, and things like that. Yes, okay, it's something that has been ringing in my mind, right?
Okay.
Basically, you sleep with a woman, right? She gets pregnant. They always say it takes 2 to tango, right? But it's her body, and whatever happens after she gets impregnated is her decision. But essentially, by law, the man really doesn't matter. If she wants to abort, she aborts. If she wants to keep, she keeps. The man really cannot contest that situation. He cannot say, no, you have to keep it because I want it. You can't, because it's her body.
Yeah.
So if a woman has the right to choose to get rid of a child because she doesn't want it, or she has the right to give it up for adoption because she doesn't want it, why is it that because the man has no choice because it comes to the woman's body, can he decide that you've decided to keep it, I don't want it, and not be involved? Why is it that the courts will now say that they have to pay, what is it that they pay?
Child support.
Child support and stuff.
It's your DNA.
What if he says, I don't want it? The woman has 2 options. She can get rid of it. She can give it up for adoption. But the man has no options in that situation. Maybe he really doesn't want the child. Maybe it wasn't anyone's fault. You guys used protection, had contraception. The condom broke. The contraception didn't work. We all know it's not 100%. And now you're pregnant. Why is it that the man doesn't have that option? That is the question I had to ask. That's why I needed a woman involved.
Well, it'd be interesting because it depends which woman you're talking about and what that particular perspective of that woman is. So I'll go. Do you want to go first, or should I go first?
Well, I asked the question, so either one.
Well,
of
do you want to
can-
go first?
Either one of you can go.
I didn't even.
Go for it, Denise.
No, I didn't even.
3, 2, 1.
Essentially, my question is, why doesn't the man get the option to not want the child?
All right, so let me break it down. Let me try and break it down. So the woman gets the opportunity. She's got the choice to have no responsibility and not pay no money. The dude has not got those options. I think you can sign off responsibility, but you
So
can't sign off
basically,
pain. Can't
The
sign off
man
pain.
is forced.
The man is
Yeah,
forced
he's
to.
forced, yeah.
The man is forced to pay no matter what. But a woman can give up responsibility and not have to pay the money. When have you ever heard of a woman paying
Hey,
child
what
support?
you've just done is explain exactly what my question was. What my question is why does the man not get the option to not?
Okay.
If the man doesn't want to be in the child's life, why force him to not have to pay for a child he doesn't want to have? Because at the end of the day, is when the girl got pregnant, you might have said to her, "Get rid, I'm not ready," but she decided to keep it. So why then does a man have to be forced to have to pay for a child he didn't want?
So who
But when the
forces
woman
man? Who
decides,
forces the
"I don't
man?
want it," and he wants it,
Who forces
it's
the
her
man?
body. No. What I mean is, if
the
say
court,
like
the court system.
yeah, the law,
Court.
basically, the court system and that.
The woman will say, "I'm taking you to court. I want you to pay."
Yeah.
She takes him to court, the police come round.
Okay, before you go to court, the woman talks to you.
Or not.
No,
Or not. Sometimes they don't.
but that's just maliciousness.
Oh, yeah, of
Oh,
course.
no,
But
carry
that's how
on.
some people
I
are.
want to carry on.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
the woman talks to you about
that's
what?
maliciousness, because if I'm gonna take you to court, it's only because I have to deal with you first. I've got to talk to you.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
but no, my point was you decided. So you got pregnant, and I've decided I don't want the kid.
Yeah.
But you've decided you want the kid. So my point is, why do I have to be held accountable for something I don't want? When you
No,
decide
but
you
if-
don't want the kid,
no,
you can
but-
have an abortion,
Well, first
or you
question.
can have the kid and give it up for adoption. Do you
First
understand
question.
my point?
You
First
don't-
question: should you be held accountable? And then,
Yes.
and then
Should
and
I
then
be
the-
held accountable for something I didn't want it, but you chose to?
If you choose not to have the child, and I choose
To
to
keep
have
it.
the child, yeah,
Do you think a man should be held accountable?
no,
Fair enough.
nope.
So she's in agreement.
She's in.
What you need
cahoots.
is someone who disagrees.
She's in cahoots.
So then they could, yeah.
Because down the
I want to
line-
let
down
the audience
line-
know that this is a
down the line,
hypothetical.
At some point,
It's a
Well,
hypothetical.
you
it's
are
not
going
really
to come back
hypothetical.
and be like, "Oh, can I see my child?"
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Exactly. No.
And
Yeah.
that's
If
when
he
the
says he
drama
didn't
starts
want it,
again.
then you have every
Yeah.
right when he comes in a
But
later
in
date.
most
to not-
cases, that's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Oh no, I agree with that.
What-
Because
what
at
happens?
that point, you may not be ready.
Yeah.
If you say, "Oh no, I don't want the child," and then obviously, for example, I give birth to your child, whatever.
And then you leave him alone. And
Then
Yeah.
he changes his mind.
And
Yeah,
change his
then
mind.
you'll change your mind.
That's true.
But okay, no. I'm saying this.
In most cases, that's exactly what happens.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
female. I've seen loads of like girls
We've gone through that.
go through that.
Most men, they do say that women mature quicker than men.
Yeah.
So the man takes a longer period to get to realizations of things. And I would still stand by the point, if he comes later, it's still at your disposal to let him see the kid or not. But he has no rights. Because at the beginning he said he didn't
Because
want
you
anything.
chose
Less
not
Exactly.
to.
So he has no rights. He can't come back and say, "I want to see my kid," and claim. So when he goes to court, I would personally say that he has no rights. Because at the beginning,
what
you
makes
gave
you-
away those rights.
I'd say less. I don't want to say none.
I'll say you got
less.
no rights, personally.
No rights. Zero.
You gave away. You said, "I want nothing to do with the kid." So when you come later and you've changed your mind, you have no rights. It's now up to the woman whether she decides, "I'll let you in" or not.
It's actually not though. It's up to the courts.
Exactly.
Well,
it
well.
depends.
It's up to the courts.
If you're going through the courts, you're going through the law and all that.
If the woman refuses to allow you to change your mind, then you go through the courts.
Yeah.
If she
Oh,
allows you, yeah.
yeah.
So you go to the partner first.
Yeah.
You go to the person, the authority first, and then if that authority denies you access, then you go to
Then you
the
have to take
other
it to-
authority, the so-called higher authority.
Yeah. Which is bullocks.
Well,
In
it's
my
bollocks. Well, my problem is how it's gone from
Just don't do it in the first place.
my
no.
don't do well.
Just
Yes,
don't.
yes, but for that,
Don't do what? Have sex.
no,
No,
no, no, no.
no.
Irresponsible sex. No, she's right. She's right.
Okay,
She's
I have
right.
to explain
Don't
something.
have irresponsible sex. It's true.
Sometimes you can have responsible sex and it still
fuck
happens.
no, but don't fuck around with people you have no interest in having children with. And I'll go with
Thank
that.
you.
Why
Okay.
the fuck are you
Thank
fucking gal or
So-
man
Thank
that you would
you.
never have a youth with?
So you're saying is essentially, if you're going to sleep with someone, you have to be willing to have a child with that person. Don't sleep with
Yeah.
someone you're not willing to have a
You're
child
getting
with.
involved in
protected sex.
you,
No,
you're,
no,
ba-
no,
you're
not
baby
even if it's
making.
protected, but just in case
But then
it doesn't
again,
work.
you can
You're
have-
baby
you
making.
can
You,
have
you're baby
protected
making.
sex.
That's what sex is. You're baby making.
Okay, now that brings me to another topic. Do you
So don't baby make unless you're ready, prepared to take the consequences of the baby.
Yeah, but you can have
I
protected
agree with
sex anyway.
and it still flops because
Yeah,
we know
no.
that contraception is not 100%.
That's why I'm calling it baby making,
Okay.
because that's what you're doing. And even though you're trying to stop it by having protection, you still may fall prey to the fact that
pregnancy.
you're making a baby. Yeah, you
Okay.
may. So don't do it with anyone you don't want to fucking have a baby
That's
with.
something.
And if you
don't
do
sleep
do it with someone
you wouldn't have a kid with.
And if you do do it
Even
with
if
someone
it's
you don't want to have a
protected
kid with, make sure you both have a mutual understanding that you don't want to have that you don't want to have a child. Yeah,
That's the safest
But
way. Really,
most people don't do that
It's
shit.
the safest
Okay,
way.
They'll do it and
It's
they'll
the
hope.
safest way.
They'll do it and hope.
I agree with you. That's the safest way. If you have sex with someone, even if it's protected or not, just make sure that if it does happen that she gets pregnant, you'd be happy with that situation.
Yeah.
And then that keeps you
Why
safe.
we fucking bitches that we don't?
makes sense.
Why we
I actually
fucking?
do
Why
agree
we
with that.
fucking raw bitches
It's not
anyway?
being
That-
biased, but it makes
Okay.
sense. It makes sense.
So for example, right, like you said, the condom breaks, right? Oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, I don't want. You say, for example, the man says, "I don't want to have this child," but the woman does not want.
He shouldn't have to say that because he's wearing
No,
he's wearing a
but-
condom.
no, yeah.
So he shouldn't have to say.
No.
It's obvious that when the condom's on your dick, it means I don't
So
want a
if
child.
it breaks,
Ain't gonna say it.
if it breaks, right,
Hmm.
and then the man says, obviously,
He can only say all he can
Says
say
what?
is abort. She already knows he's not
but
interested
if
in the
she
child.
okay, but she doesn't want to abort it. She wants to have the child.
I have to disagree. Condoms not just about children as
No,
well.
but it means if you've got a condom on your dick, it means you don't want.
sexual infections as
Yeah,
well.
no.
I might wear a condom because I don't want
You're
an
right.
STI.
You're right, but we're not talking about STIs. No,
Not just the
but
child.
that goes without saying. We know that.
Yeah.
What we're saying
Yeah.
is we're talking about in terms of making a child. If you've got a condom on your dick, that means you don't want a child. If you want a child, you don't have a condom
Yeah,
on your
but
dick.
it
right?
can
Yeah,
break.
but I don't mind not wanting an STI.
No,
can
but-
break.
yeah. But
I
what
might
I'm
not
saying
want an
is,
STI,
what
so
I'm
I
saying
have a
is,
condom on a dick,
what I'm
but I
saying
do
is-
want a child.
Yeah, but if you've got a condom on, even if it's ripped, it means you didn't want it. You're not putting a condom on that's ripped already, are you? So
But they do break.
They've happened to
no,
me.
you don't understand. You keep saying it broke. If you got a broken condom, right? The fact that you're wearing a condom means you're not interested in having a baby. If the condom breaks, you're still not interested in
I
having
have
a
to
baby, are you?
disagree. I might be interested in a baby, but I just
Wearing
don't
a
want
condom.
an
But it's a
STI.
mistake.
Hold
Okay,
on. So
not
you're gonna wear a
mistake, but-
condom to have a baby, but not get an
No,
STI?
no, not to have a baby. I'm interested in having a baby, but at that point, I don't want an STI until the results come. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that sometimes it's not about the baby, right?
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. We're actually talking about babies.
You
Okay,
should
fine.
have
If we just stick to the baby
Yeah.
situation.
If you take the baby out, then yeah, you just do it for the STIs.
I want to revisit something you said earlier about don't sleep with someone you don't want to have kids with, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys another question.
Which we've all done.
What is the
We've all done.
primary and secondary of sex? Is it reproduction or pleasure for human beings? What's the primary?
Pleasure.
So primary is pleasure.
Definitely pleasure.
I agree.
Wait,
with
wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait. Are you
100%.
saying from a? So you're saying
100%
you're saying
pleasure.
from a human being's
Unless-
For
perspective?
Homo sapiens, what we are,
Oh, for our species. then
what's
it's
the
reprodu-
primary for us? Is it reproduction or pleasure? I had to ask. You said primary.
That is a
pleasure,
fantastic
right?
question.
You said primary was pleasure.
Pleasure.
Automatically, I agree with her.
Pleasure.
Because nobody goes into the club checking out girl or man them thinking I'm gonna breathe that.
pleasure.
No, I want to have.
Or
fun.
even from
It's
a more
pleasure.
primitive level as well, in terms of like caveman times. No one goes into. I don't think you have sex thinking, let's do this to have a child.
caveman
Very
times,
few.
probably.
Very
It's
no.
pleasure.
Caveman times,
No,
probably.
Either way,
because
it's
there probably was a
I
disconnect
think
between
majority
the
of
consequences
time-
of the action.
majority
Yeah, but
of
there
the
was
time it's
pleasure
from the
involved
male.
there. But with cavemen, they
It's
didn't
the man.
interact in that manner
It's the
where
man.
pleasure. They didn't have those social constructs where they went out just to get pussy. In caveman times, they literally was finding a mate that they could reproduce with.
No.
Yeah,
no.
come on, man. Let's be honest.
No.
In caveman times, they'll find a mate, they reproduce, they have the family, they stay in their own cave,
No, because
away from danger. They didn't go into clubs.
Your
And
biology gives you urges.
Yeah, of course,
So
the
when
urges
you
are still
so
there.
when you see something you're attracted to,
you make
or,
it a wife.
or you wake up with morning glory as a caveman or a modern man. You just want to soften that shit up, right? By any means necessary. It's a man's job biologically
We
to
have
get
to
rid
bust it up.
to get rid of
We
semen.
have
Yeah,
to,
to
yeah.
get rid of semen. Yeah,
Daily. Did you
yeah.
know that?
So
That's why there's things called blue
yeah,
balls.
yeah.
Oh.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah, it's just that we just have to get rid of it.
The
It don't
ache
even
is-
matter how.
Oh wow.
Right?
The ache is
and that's the
a
problem.
buildup.
Now, evolutionarily,
Buildup.
right, it makes sense to because all we need to do is pass on our genes. So evolutionarily,
Wow.
I suppose that's why
Scary.
we would boss it in as many women as
Like
possible.
this.
I suppose as well.
Yeah, but yeah, see, we were talking about this.
There's
yeah?
no
You're
child
busing in
support.
many
There's
women.
no child support in primitive times.
The busing
so
in
you're
many
just
women.
bussing it and trying to create as many.
That time we were trying to spread around the world, so
Spread
I can
genes.
understand the whole idea of having multiple partners and that. But now apparently this is another conversation. I know when I say that overpopulated the planet. The whole idea of spreading our
So they
seed,
say.
we've overdone it apparently.
How?
So
do you
they
mean how?
say.
When people
So
say
How
that
we overspread our seed.
overpopulated the planet, how on earth have we overpopulated the planet?
Yeah, I disagree with that as well.
They say that
How is-
there's too many
how?
humans and not
How?
enough natural resources. It's bullshit. I don't believe
Who
it.
decided on
I can
that?
explain that.
Who decided?
I can
The
explain that.
1%.
Who decided?
I can explain that.
Boris
1%.
Johnson?
When they say
The one
we've
for Boris
overpopulated,
Johnson.
when they say we've overpopulated the planet, what they mean is, see, if you look at the a map of the planet, most of the planet is empty, forest, jungle, countryside.
Yeah.
Especially when you drive down the motorway, and all
And
you see is
even if you-
countryside,
yeah.
and every now and then you'll see a town, a village, all right.
Even in
of-
America, all those open
Yeah.
spaces, the outback in Australia,
Yep.
there's so much space.
you have the water, the seas, the oceans, all
80
unpopulated.
Or the
yeah?
oceans are what? Is it not something
70
like 80,
something.
70 something percent
Yeah.
of the world is oceans?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we've only like explored about 8% or something of
So
it.
what they mean is these dense areas
Populated
are
areas
overpopulated.
Yeah, cities,
That's what they
basically.
mean.
Cities,
but that's
basically.
by design because they
Cities.
designed it that
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Stop forcing us all into one place.
Exactly.
Pull out
And
the
if you
put out
try
the
to
planning
go
permission.
out
But do you
there,
think that they're
you-
forcing us? Why don't we go into these empty
you need
spaces and create
permission
something?
Planning
to go-
permission.
Yeah.
They force us through
Yeah.
planning permission
To-
to
to
beg their
control, to
permission
control.
to build somewhere
Control,
when
yeah.
it's our right to be able to build wherever we want to
There's so
build.
much open land, but they want to
Yeah.
control
Yeah.
it.
They can there's better ways they can regulate it, but they've decided
Even
they're
the
going to
air.
push it into certain
Yeah, 'cause
areas.
they have
Even the
laws.
bomber cloud air, mate. They say, oh
That
yeah,
they make up.
now you're in
Yeah.
American airspace, nigga. How
yeah.
do you own
It's
the
not
air?
populated.
How do you own the air? You're in American airspace now.
These-
What?
we can build up, we can build down because we haven't built as much underground yet.
Yeah.
We can build on the sea, the oceans, the ocean floor. There's so many places for it to populate in the atmosphere, stratosphere, in space. We can do so much stuff.
I mean, think about how many people die every single day. And
There's no need for that.
Exactly. And all
Personally,
the viruses that they create, that
Ju-
people die, they kill off. So
do you know what? I don't understand poverty.
overpopulated.
Um,
My ass.
Jeff Bezos. Sorry, I'm not. Sorry, I wasn't clear. Jeff Bezos is worth 178 billion or something like that now.
Is
yeah?
it? It's 170.
Yeah. Basically, what they said, he's what 57 now,
100
right?
and what?
178 billion.
Billion?
Billion,
Yeah,
billion, not
billion,
million, billion. He's the richest man in the world.
Okay.
But since I was born, Bill Gates was the richest man.
Since you were born.
Since I was born, Bill Gates was the richest man.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not that young.
I am young, G.
Nah, it was someone else before him. It was Warren Buffett or something.
Nah. Since
when
I
you
was born, Bill Gates was the richest man in the world,
Nah.
fam.
Not unless you
He's
were born
always
in.
He's always been the richest man.
Not
until
unless you were born. What
Jeff
you were?
Bezos
Okay, when was
came
you
to-
born?
Bro, listen, let's not do exposure here, innit? Yeah, we're here to talk
You-
about
you
knowledge,
expose yourself by
not to
doing that.
expose things,
You
innit?
expose yourself by doing
Okay,
that.
listen,
Go on.
let's just say that when I was born,
Anyway, yeah. So what's your point?
mobile phones had been just been created. But anyway,
Mobile phones have just been created. That's the 80s.
no. Well,
In fact, they were created in the 70s.
No. Just arrived where I was. They just arrived, is what I mean.
80s is where they used to have them big block ones.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't have that.
That's mobile phones, man.
No, we didn't have that. We had the ones that just ring, and you ring, and then my dad was like, "Oh, check this here, I can call you," and I'm standing on the driveway. It's like in the 90s. This is in Africa,
The
though.
90s,
Anyway,
yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, Bill Gates has always held the top spot. So when you say Jeff Bezos beat him, it didn't beat him by a short margin, like you say Bill Gates is something 80 something billion. He went to 178. What I was trying to say is just to understand how much wealth this guy has. He's 57 years old. Let's just say he lives to 80. For him to finish that 178 billion dollars, do you know how much he has to spend daily?
Go on.
$22 million every single day.
Every day.
Every single day.
Can be done.
But I'm just saying, you give me one of his
Yeah,
days
yeah.
expenditure,
I
I'm
know.
nice. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
For him to get rid of that 178, he has to spend
Yeah.
22 million every day. There's no reason for poverty.
No. But obviously, you got loads of greedy,
I was going to say,
My
Rich
brother,
people.
I think
No,
you're
at the moment, it's not too bad. It's not there. No, it's all right.
It's
It's all right
not.
at the moment, yeah. Not that he realizes, though.
Is he in front of the
Huh?
camera? Is he in
Nah,
front of the
no,
no.
it's actually not. I was just going to say something still. But it's
You good, yeah. No, I was just checking. I thought you, yeah.
no, because we're not using number 3. If he's using number 3, look, it's right there. But because he's not using number 3, it's all right.
Well, not really.
Yeah. That would cool.
She might-
Anyway. No, leave it. Anyway.
Look at Minnie Mouse.
So
yeah.
anyway,
So what about it anyway? Because so these men are the richest man. I think it was between him and Warren Buffett as well. Anyway.
Warren Buffett is the third richest man now.
Yeah, but
Bill
it
Gates
used to
is
be
the second.
It was between Bill Gates and Warren
Yeah,
Buffett.
they used to compete.
It used to
Gates is
fluctuate
second.
between the two.
Yeah, because Jeff Bezos is the
I
richest.
thought
The
he
guy who
was-
started Amazon. He's the richest man now. 178 billion. Bill
Oh.
Gates is something like 90 or 80 something billion.
Imagine just starting.
I'm
in
paraphrasing.
a
Don't
garage
quote
and
me on
stuff.
this. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not getting the figures exactly right,
Yeah.
but I know that Warren Buffett comes third.
Yeah.
And
somewhere
weirdly
around
enough,
that, somewhere.
Mark Zuckerberg is somewhere in the top 10 as well now.
Yeah, probably. And Richard Branson and them on there.
Richard Branson is way under 200 and something billion. He's actually one of the poorest billionaires.
He's wobbling like a
It's
motherfucker.
mad, but look at the things he's done.
Yeah. But the point is, these men are hoarding other people's wealth.
Exactly.
Like, let's put it in this perspective. Planet Earth is for all of us to share, right?
Exactly.
Wake up.
If you take more, if I take more of the trees that's for everybody and I accumulate all that wealth
This is
and I keep it to
greediness.
myself,
I just think it's greediness.
of course it is. Of course
There's
it
a
is.
lot of greediness.
But that's capitalism for you, though.
Yeah.
But why is it this 1%? The aliens bled. Because me personally, if I had that much wealth, I would build and share. And me knowledgeably, I would help people.
Can I ask a question?
I don't understand why it's not in their nature to help.
Can I
They
ask
want to
a
hold on to
question?
what they call wealth.
And I want to see your point of view on this.
Go on, yeah.
So, in the Bible, right?
Oh, we're going religious
Here we
now.
go,
All
yeah.
right.
No.
Child, religion
Now
time.
it gets interesting.
Religion time.
So did you say in the beginning or in the Bible?
In the Beninging, she said. In the
Did
Did you say in the
Beninging.
beginning?
In the Beninging.
The-
In the
the-
Beninging.
The
yeah.
Beninging.
In the Beninging.
The Beninging, yeah.
In the Beninging of what?
The Beninging.
In the
Okay.
Beninging of what?
Okay, so you know in Revelations, in the Bible.
That's the end.
Okay, so it said about.
So in the end,
In the beginning of Revelation.
Yeah, getting the
in the
chip.
book.
in the
Getting
beginning of the end,
In Revelation,
which is the end,
yeah.
what happens
So people get like the chip.
with peas and gravy? So go on, they get the chip. Sorry, they get the chip. Microchip.
Chips, not chips
Yeah.
and gravy.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Just-
don't think the Bible used the word chip.
Any salt and vinegar.
It said the mark of the beast.
Oh yeah, but
You're relating it to the chip.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
the mark of the beast. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And obviously now you get the chip and you got the. You know what?
No, you say now, but it's not. It's happening, but it's not. If anything, you might as well say this passport shit. This Corona passport might be the mark of the beast.
Well, Switzerland's actually
because
doing
you
it.
can't do
Or
Switzerland's
certain
doing
things
it.
you can't
Switzerland's
do
doing
anymore.
the chip.
France.
in
Well,
here,
You can't
and
do
everyone
certain
they hands in their
yeah, but it's not.
passports,
Yeah,
their
but it's
national
yeah, but it's not a
insurance
national. It's not a national thing where everybody's doing it. It's some people. What you could say is the concentration camps. That was the mark of the beast because they had the tattoo when they went into the concentration camps.
Oh, the
You could,
Jews.
yeah, you could.
Let's not start about
You could
the
say the
Jews.
slavery. You could say slavery
Let's
when
not
they
start about the
when they
Jews.
fucking.
I seen what
thingy
happened to
man.
Wiley when he started talking
when
about
they
Jews.
burned
nigga.
it into man.
I need to get my light
No,
with
but
first.
the thing is that you
Let's
can't.
not talk about Jews.
Okay,
You
it
get
says
babbled, you talk about
you
Jews.
won't be able to sell. You won't be able to do like certain things. You know.
I love the Jews.
You're able to
mate.
do commerce until
They're
you unless you're the mark of the
fantastic.
beast. Yeah.
The Jews are fantastic.
Which Jews?
Listen, let's not talk about Jews. You see what happened to Wiley, fam?
Nah, please.
Let's not do it.
Yeah, Wiley
ways.
earns his money that way. I don't know. mine that
yeah,
way.
but I'm saying
I can say what the
we're
fuck I
up
want
and
to say.
coming, man. I'm not talking about the Jews, not yet.
Right, yeah, I suppose you got a record coming, so you got to watch out.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't get paid by, as you would say, the beast,
Lord have
the
mercy.
synagogue of Satan.
Jews are great. Look
Can
at
we-
me, hire me, man.
can we talk about something really-
That's a bit of a
really,
sellout,
really
innit?
important?
Sellout, innit? Now, if we had the Hebrew Israelite guy now, why? This conversation will go be left. It's going left.
No, I just said, you know what? It's bringing a certain element of truth into it. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
But obviously, they're not relying on the thingy.
Hey,
Hey, that
we're
looks
live on
inter-
TV. You cannot do
That
that.
looks interesting. That looks interesting on the camera.
Live on.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
all about respect.
Oh my gosh, no.
Thank you, but
Yeah.
damn it, hold yourself, woman.
What was your? I know. What was your thoughts there, Denise? Why was you so impatient?
Don't-
No.
Don't worry. It's
No,
an 18
no,
plus show,
nothing.
so it's okay.
Anyways, we were saying, who would say, well, so Jews, mark of the beast.
No. I said I don't want to talk about Jews.
Yeah, you would say mark of the beast.
She said she's already got it.
Oh, she's lip talking now. Look.
She said she's already got the mark of the beast.
No.
That
Basically.
looks like
No, I
some
just
beast
hit,
marked you.
No, I literally hit myself on the door.
Oh, it looks like a beast marked you.
Yeah,
Essentially,
really
people,
bad.
you know what?
Okay, can we talk about something
Revelation.
really important?
Go on then.
Really, really, really
It's not revelation.
What is
it?
important to you?
Like mental health.
Okay.
Wow.
Mental health.
Okay.
That is, I'm so passionate about that right now.
Did you take your medication today?
Oh, I did actually.
It did. Good.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
did.
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
do
I
it.
did.
Let's
I-
do it.
I
What do you
actually
suffer
did.
from, if you don't mind me asking?
Anxiety.
Okay. That's a very common.
So,
it's a
for
very
me,
common
actually saying this, like, I'm putting
problem.
myself in a vulnerable position.
Are we doing
me
this
to
for
be
real?
able to, yes.
Okay.
For me to actually say this,
Respect for
like,
being on the podcast, by the way. And if you
Yeah.
suffer from anxiety, respect. Big,
it's
big up.
really,
You're
really
braver
like,
than the rest
Maximum.
of the
Yeah.
cast.
oh my gosh, for me to actually say that, okay. But I think there is, I've one thing I've noticed is, oh gosh, so I'm gonna get emotional again. Shit.
It's all right. Take your time. Take your time.
It's just not myself, and it's like loads of people like around me that I've just noticed. It's really, you know, it's sorry.
Take your time, man. Take your time. It's fine. Don't worry. Take your time.
And again, respect for being on here, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't have even have known. We wouldn't have even have known
Yeah.
until you said that.
I've known you a while and I didn't know that.
So yeah, mental health is a big issue, something that's important. You're right.
It really is. It really is.
Anxiety is very common.
Yeah.
Very common. People have that. You wouldn't say. In fact, I would say everybody suffers from anxiety to a certain extent.
I never knew I had anxiety. Like I was I'm okay all the time. And then last year, you know, lockdown, everyone's partying, we're having fun, and all of a sudden, I just felt, I didn't even know. Honestly, I didn't know.
Didn't know what.
It just hit me.
Didn't know that you had it.
I didn't know. It hit me.
How did it show itself?
It was so bad. It was really, really bad. I couldn't breathe. I would walk. I couldn't walk for I would walk literally like couple of minutes, 2 minutes, and I'll be out of breath. I'm like, what's going on? I'm having a heart attack. I couldn't, like, it was so bad. It was really, really bad.
But what was the difference from? Why did you realize it in lockdown? Why did you never realize it before lockdown? What was the situation in the environment that brought it out of you?
I think it was like all the stress, everything, and you have the lockdown, and then you have your personal situations, and then you have your personal problems. So it was like everything combined in one. It's like it was like a bomb. Like
What do you mean like a bomb though?
it was like a
So
tornado. like
so are you saying that like just going to the shop?
just going to the shop. It was really horrible. Like I couldn't.
Wait, so before the lockdown, you could go to the shop, you go buy your stuff.
Everything I could. No problem. No issue whatsoever.
And then when we locked down, you're saying there was it changed.
Just all of a sudden. All of a sudden, it's like it just happened. I was having fun, and then all of a sudden, it was just. I can't even explain it. It was.
What would you put it down to?
I think it was just you when you're just thinking about. I don't know.
Oh, would you say overthinking things?
You overthink, yeah.
You're thinking, what's
Yeah.
that person thinking about?
Yeah.
Oh, if I bet they must be thinking this about me.
Yeah.
What do I look
that-
like in this?
No, it's not even that.
No.
It's not even that. It's more like to do with like the world, like what's happening, you know, like the reality.
What, the corona situation or other things?
Yes.
Just the
So,
corona situation.
Yeah, everything had changed. Everything's changed, and your world is just. it's different.
Gone smaller.
Yeah.
The world has definitely gone smaller.
you feel
Your
like
social
you-
circles
yeah.
have gone smaller.
You feel like you're in a box.
Yeah, that's true.
You're having fun.
Yeah.
I was having fun. But
Before or during the lockdown?
during the lockdown.
So you was having fun during the lockdown?
Oh yeah.
What kind of fun was you having during the lockdown?
No comment.
That kind of fun. Okay, all right then. So you went from that having that kind of fun,
No,
the best kind of fun,
no.
to
I came from having fun where you're free to do whatever you want to do. You
Yep.
can speak your mind. You can do whatever. To the point where you're, right, okay, be quiet. So, do you get it?
yeah. So now you gotta hide your actions and all the shit that you're doing.
You gotta hide your actions.
You gotta keep it low key.
It's like even talking on the street, like, right, be careful what you say. You know, it's like your freedom is actually being taken away from you.
Absolutely.
And I felt that I felt like it's been withdrawn away from me. You know, my freedom and everything that I've known, everything who I am, has been taken away from me. You know, and then added to that, you have other things, problems, and your personal life at the same time. So it was just too much. But I didn't realize that. I honestly did not. Until I went to the GP, I was like, I can't breathe. I honestly can't breathe. I go in the shower, I can't breathe. Do you think it's anxiety? When she said that, it's like, wow, yeah. It's like I knew it all along, but when she said it, I felt a release, you know? I was like, yep, it is. Because, you know, sometimes, like, you know there's something, but you don't want to admit. That's how I felt. Like, I did not want to admit that was going on with me. So when she said, it's like she spoke for me. I'm like, oh, thank you. Yeah.
So did that change anything?
Yeah, it did.
In what way?
It did, because
Now
obviously...
that you had the diagnosis, kind of.
Yeah. So, obviously, she gave me some tips, and, you know, they give you, like, medication and stuff. And I'm the type of person, I don't like medication. I don't... Even paracetamol, nope, I won't take it. I like natural stuff, you know. I like natural remedies. I look for teas or herbs and all that kind of stuff. So when she said, okay, have these tablets, I took it. It helped. But I'm a natural kind of girl. I like, you know.
So like
It
you say with
helps.
the medication, for things like ADHD and anxiety and all those kind of things, aren't they just like immediate, temporary?
They
fixes?
are temporary, yeah.
So-
definitely temporary. It's like literally, it's like when you take like I don't know. Say for example, I don't know. I've never taken like heroin or that kind of stuff. But imagine if you take a shot like of heroin, it gives you that immediate like
Dose,
you know yeah. And
Effect.
afterwards, you come out of it. So that's how I feel with
With your medication.
yeah. So it's just literally like it helps at that point, and then that's it. But
And then they wear off, and then you go
it
back
wears
to
off.
So
But you need to find other things like
techniques.
yes,
So did the doctor give you any techniques?
she did
Okay, what were they?
meditation,
Anything else?
and I've heard from meditation. Yeah,
Did-
nothing else.
Nothing else. Did the meditation work? Have you tried it as much as you've tried the
Not
pills?
at
Because
that-
pills is a
not
quick
at that-
fix, right?
At that moment,
Right.
no, because I was looking for something.
Quick
Yeah,
fix.
yeah.
And the pills are a quick fix. Quick
Yeah.
pills are a lazy way.
No,
It's like lazy babysitting. Just put them in front of the TV.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a quick fix. It's not constructive in the long term. It's probably fucking up the brain in the long
Yeah.
term. And the same
No,
with the
but
pills. Medication.
afterwards, I did the meditation, and I had to do my own research. You got to do your own research.
Did the meditation help?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. like even if you're in the shower and stuff like that, you can meditate.
In the shower.
Whatever you, yeah. In the shower is, I find for me personally, if I'm in the shower, because you got the water, and then you can just, I don't know, for me personally, it's like it's more calming, so you can just speak affirmations and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It
So,
helps.
and you're saying other than meditation, there was no other remedies and techniques that they gave you? Because I've heard that music
No.
is a good
Oh, yeah,
technique for music therapy, laughing therapy.
I've
yeah,
heard of a laughing
yeah,
therapy.
yeah. Where
Should we
comedy.
try it
and-
now?
Go on and go for it. You got jokes to tell.
I'm joking.
No, that's not a good enough joke. Though. That's not a good enough joke. That's not gonna get me
No.
out. That's not gonna get me out of my anxiety right now. I'm
No,
still scared.
Okay, try laughing. Just try
What?
laughing.
Just fake laughing.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
No.
LOL. Yeah,
No,
laughing
just-
always makes people
Okay,
feel
no,
better.
just try laughing.
What? Just without.
Yes, just try laughing.
Really? Oh, that kind of shitty therapy
Yeah.
where you see people sitting down forced laughing.
No, but
they
it actually does help, you know?
oh, that kind of shit. They're not really laughing. They're just fucking putting it on. You know what?
No.
There might be something in it because if the professionals are saying that's what you're supposed to do, I just can't see it, man.
No.
Once you've got over feeling like a prick, there might be something to it. But you have to get over feeling like a dickhead.
No, if you actually like.
Go on, you
just-
do it. Show us what you do.
No. It's embarrassing.
It is fucking embarrassing. I agree with you there. I'd rather have the anxiety.
No, you would not.
I probably
Honestly,
will. Well, not the
no.
extreme levels. See, I have anxiety because I think everybody has anxiety. I think it's a normal problem, just like being scared or being happy or being sad, right? Just like I get depressed, but I don't suffer from depression. Yeah?
Yeah.
Everybody gets depressed, but I've never suffered from depression. Depression is a deep level of a prolonged experience of depression. So I've never had that. I get over it pretty fast. So it's the same thing with anxiety as well. Obviously, if you get up on stage and you're performing something and you're aware that people are all looking at you, everyone's suffered that. But anxiety, but that's not really
But
proper
that's
anxiety.
Isn't that more fear?
Stage fright. It's
Stage
it's
fright,
a
yeah.
form of anxiety though.
Yeah, you get
You get
anxiety,
anxious,
yeah.
But the anxiety you're talking about is where it's kind of like prolonged, exaggerated, exacerbated kind of.
No, it's one of it's. I can't even. I find it so hard. See, right now I'm trying to talk about it, but it's really. It's something that you can't explain, but it's really strong, and it's like it takes over your body to the point where you lose control of yourself, where you to the point where it takes over your mind. And this is one thing I've learned: you need to learn to control your mind,
Yep.
because your mind is you are separate from your mind.
I'd agree with that to the extent.
Denise
You're subconscious and you're conscious.
And my mind were totally separate. So in my mind, I can give my mind a different name.
I won't say you're totally separate, but I'd say it's you're conscious and you're subconscious, and one of those is separate. I know what you mean. Your subconscious seems to be more powerful than you are, and your conscious is
yeah.
you and what you're aware of.
Yeah.
But your subconscious contains a lot more information and has a lot more power and knows things before you do, and knows why you're doing this impulsive shopping. It knows
But
why.
your mind is not stronger than you. Oh, it is strong.
It's stronger than you, yeah.
But you, as a person, you have to control your mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to control your mind.
And a meditation is a way of controlling, I would say, some of
Exactly.
your subconscious
Because
as
you
well.
have to be in the now, in the here, You feel everything. So right now, you have to choose one sense, for example. You choose touch, smell, for example.
Yeah.
So I would choose touch, and I'm going to focus on that. So I'm going to be in the, okay, I want to focus on that.
So the shower would be touch focusing, yeah? Because you're focusing on the water touching you, right?
Yeah.
What's so funny about that?
That's touch. Yeah.
So would you say that since you've been doing meditation, you say you've decreased your medication
Yeah. Yeah.
significantly? You was gonna say 100%.
No, because obviously I wasn't taking my medication. I wasn't on medication like that, you know. Because I control myself, you know. I have to. Sorry, I'm going
What? What? Wait, what's up? What do you mean?
I'm getting into it now.
What, in
Yeah.
a good way or a bad way?
No, in a good way.
Okay, get into it. Superpowers kicking in, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So obviously the doctor will tell you take this amount of medication.
For
right?
example.
So I'll be like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. I'll like half dose it or not take it at all. You know. But there's certain things what I'm gonna be very honest. Yeah, because I'm a very honest person. There's certain things that's happened in my life that I'm still learning to deal with, and there's triggers. When I have a trigger, it sends me back. So what I'm trying to do right now is trying to focus on those triggers and not allow those triggers to
Send you back.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think? What do you think is more successful in allowing you to do that? You say meditation.
Yeah, meditation and family and the closest people. Honestly, when you have like, you need support.
Good relationships and
Yeah,
good circles.
support.
Network, as
I've
they say.
had, yeah, 100%. Soraya, thank you.
Is that your name, Soraya?
Yeah,
Soraya. Okay.
she's literally been my support. Like, yeah, I love you. So I'm going through something. So when I do it, I'm gonna come back on this podcast. and
Okay.
then- yeah.
So you're in process at the moment. You're going
Yeah.
through certain things. So it's still in development.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have a little course or something that you might be able to come back to us and
Yeah.
say, hey, here's a technique that I've got.
Yeah.
Try this out. Be able to come on YouTube,
Oh yeah.
bust up this technique,
Yes.
and help millions of people out there.
Yes.
Okay, all right then.
Yes.
And how far away are you from completing this
Not
remedy?
very far.
Not very
It's
far.
been about 2-3 months.
2-3 months and it'll be done.
Yes.
You'll have some kind of
Yes.
remedy. Is it? What about diet?
Hmm?
What about diet? How important do you think diet is?
Diet.
Yeah.
Very fucking important.
Okay, talk to me then. So
Important. Yeah.
in terms of the anxiety and getting rid of it and helping to combat
Yeah, it's what
anxiety,
you like
because
to
I'm
say.
sure Mackie D's ain't helping.
No. That does not help you in your mood. Nothing. So
Ain't
what
that,
you
ain't
eat,
that probably
whatever
the
you
cause?
put
We haven't
inside
talked
your-
about the cause yet. Well, you said lockdown
Yeah.
was had a lot to do with it, but
Oh yeah, definitely.
ain't it what you're putting in your body? Ain't it?
Yeah, but if you think
all this
about it, in the
nastiness?
lockdown, right? Everybody was ordering. We're just ordering. We're at home, slumped up, television, Netflix. How's that gonna make you feel? You're not allowed to go out to exercise unless you allow for 1 hour. And most people felt bad just going out because some people felt like if you go outside, you're gonna catch corona through the air. Really?
How did you feel about Corona?
Please, I'm not afraid of that.
You're not afraid of it.
I've got no fear.
Why was you not afraid of
Because
Corona?
my frequency, you gotta raise your frequency. If your frequency is high up there, it's not gonna touch you.
What does that mean?
You can't. It's
When you
like,
say raise your frequency, what do you mean?
I
For
can't
the audience,
explain it.
explain what you mean by frequency. Because frequency to me means vibrations.
Yeah.
So you'd have to raise your
I
vibrations,
see.
as in shake yourself faster.
Mm. Well,
Because a vibration is like
I'm still learning that,
okay.
myself. But it's like,
Because music changes your vibration, doesn't it?
yeah,
It has that kind of vibrational influence over your body and over your mind
yeah.
and shit. So it can calm you down. It can make you hyper, depending on what kind of music you're listening to.
Yeah.
It can send you to the gym. It can send you to make sweet love.
yeah,
It can send you to drive or be more competitive in whatever endeavors
Yeah.
you're doing. But
Do you
yeah,
see,
so
it's also to do with, like, the brain waves and stuff. Do you get it? And all the energy, because the world, everything we're around is all about energy.
okay, for real, no
It's
doubt.
energy.
Everything is energy that we know so far, for real.
Yeah,
If there is a God, and it's everywhere all at once, and
There
it knows
is a God.
everything, it seems
There
like it
is a
sounds like
God.
energy.
100%.
Well,
I do
God sounds
believe-
like energy to me. It's the only thing that's everywhere at once, that's all powerful, that knows everything. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the energy is the only thing that is
Exactly.
everywhere all at once.
Exactly.
That creates everything. That's energy.
And
So
there
God is
a
energy
God.
then, right?
There is, do you not think there's something higher than us?
Then energy. Yeah, energy.
So how the hell did we get created? We don't get
Energy. You just said it. It's energy.
we didn't get created by energy. So what created
We,
the energy?
we know that everything was created by energy. We know
So
that.
what created the energy?
That's a great question. No one knows the answer to.
Because there's something higher.
No, you don't know the answer to that.
But there's something higher.
I've just said you don't know the answer.
There is something higher. For something to
So that's a
create
guess.
energy, for something to be created,
Right.
there has to be something to create that something.
But don't they say that energy
right?
can't be created or destroyed?
Huh?
They say that energy can't be created or destroyed.
Who said that?
The scientists at the moment.
So it was just there.
And the religious, well, don't religious people say that of God, that it's just there?
Nah.
No? So who created God?
Okay, let me ask you.
No, wait. Answer my question before you ask me a question. Huh? Who created God?
No, I've not actually asked you a question.
No, but I'm asking you the question
What do
because
you think?
she's running away. She's running.
She's not running away.
Well, then answer it and then ask me the
She's
question.
asking him a question. She's not running
She's
away.
answering a question with another
Okay.
question. Go on then, answer the question with another question then.
What do you think
What do I think what?
about? Do you think things can just be created by itself, or
No, I just said that energy just transfers. My understanding so far, and I don't know what the answer is, but what we know so far is energy goes from one thing to another. Yeah? So if it can't be created or destroyed, all that happens is it goes from one form to another. For example, when you die,
but what creates that energy there?
no, we just said, or I just said, energy is not created. It transforms from one form to another. So I was going to give you an example so you can understand where I'm coming from.
So
Yeah.
was energy just created by itself?
Should I
like,
give you an example
boom,
so you understand where I'm
by
coming
a
from?
little speck, and then created this, and then created that, and then created this, and created, and then boom, human beings, and then the world, and then animals, and then trees.
No, that's through energy transference. Yeah. What you're asking is you're doing two things there. One is you're asking how energy came about in the first place, which there's no answer to that. And the second question is how did one thing get to another, which is just energy transference. I can explain energy transference or what I think of it. What I can't explain is what brought energy there in the first place. Just like someone who thinks it's a god, we won't be able to explain what brought God there in the first place, right?
Okay.
Right? So energy transference would just be when you die or an animal dies and you bury it and you put a plant on there, the energy, the juices and the nutrients just go straight into the plant, right? And the animals eat you, right?
Straight in the plot, exactly.
The animals eat you, yeah. So you become part of those animals because they say you are what you eat, right?
Yeah.
So you become part of those animals and you become part of those trees and those plants that grow outside from your body. So the energy from you is just transferred into other organisms. So that's what transference would be. Or when you give birth, when two humans get together or two organisms and they reproduce, that's energy transference. So that explains how we change from one thing to another. But in terms of what created the energy in the first place, I have no idea. No one knows. That's just like asking who created God. No, but the religious people would say, well, nothing creates God because God is almighty and was always there. But that's the scientific answer to energy. It was almighty and it's just always been there.
Can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
What do you believe in?
Just what I just said now.
What do you believe in?
In terms of what?
What do you believe in? As in,
What I said about energy. Energy transference.
Okay. So you're not a Christian, you're not religious, nothing.
No, I try and go with what evidence is there and what I can see. And what I can see at the moment is a bag of nature. Nature's everything. You can't see no God. In terms of a biblical God, some dude in the sky that gets upset when you don't do
No.
when you don't do what you think it told you to do, but it never told you anything. Some guy told you what it told you to do, and then it gets angry at you for not directly telling you itself. Yeah, so that kind of God's crazy. That don't make no sense. It makes no sense to me. But so a guy in the sky gets upset and gets jealous and angry.
Can I ask you why it doesn't make sense to you?
Why doesn't it make sense?
To you?
Because a human being that carries on like that is an insecure motherfucker. No, is an insecure being. Is an insecure being. So a human being that gets a human being that gets jealous, angry, that gets upset when things don't worship it. A human being like that is not worth anything. If you go upset because I don't worship you, that's a nasty human being. That's like an insecure. What kind of person wants someone else to worship it? You got problems. You got insecurity problems, right? So my understanding is, if there is an almighty being, it would have such a high consciousness, it wouldn't want to be worshipped because it would just be on a high spiritual plane. So it wouldn't get jealous. It wouldn't get angry. What for? It'd be above all that. Only human beings with insecurities and weaknesses would feel jealousy and anger and want to be worshipped and all those kind of things. So I would like to think that God is higher than that. But if they're not, then, you know what I mean? I don't know what I would want to do with that kind of God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Taku, deal with that, please. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what do you think about that? Because I'm assuming that does that make sense?
Yeah.
But, so what's your understanding of God then? Are you a Christian?
Yeah, I'm a Christian.
So you believe in that God that's jealous and angry?
No.
Well, that's what it says in the Bible.
No.
The Bible says I'm a jealous and angry God.
For me personally, I have a personal relationship with God. Do you get it?
So you talk to God?
The universe. Do you get it? Because I believe there is something out there.
Yeah, but you've
is
met it?
More powerful and more mighty than us.
No, I agree with that, but that's why I said.
Do you see how small we are? If you look, imagine, see this little speck.
Yeah.
No, we're even smaller than that. That's actually quite big. That's a giant.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
So it's to do with size.
Yeah. It's not what to do with science.
No, size.
When
is it to do with size then?
Do you know when you're up, like when you're skydiving?
Yeah.
And you look down, you can't even see the single human being.
Okay.
It's like we're invincible. Invincible. The word. Fuck it. I'm getting drunk now. So, shit.
But what makes you? Can you show me God?
I wish I could show you God. I can't show you God.
Can you show yourself God?
No.
So what makes you believe that there is a God? I believe there's a God. There's something there's something responsible for things the way they are. No.
You feel it inside you, in your heart.
No, I don't.
You can't. No, listen.
You don't feel with your heart.
You can't see him.
Him.
You can't see him.
So has God got a penis and testicles?
No, because obviously we live in this day and age, you're probably non-binary or transgender. I don't know.
What you're saying? So before that, God.
I don't know.
Before that, God had a penis and testicles, but now God, because we're in transgender times now.
Just not to hurt anybody's feelings. So.
Well, in ancient times, before Christianity, God either was female, because women give birth and create life, in a sense. But I would say it's binary, like yin and yang. This is why yin and yang was created, because it's male and female.
Yeah.
When you say it's both.
She's a female.
When you say God is both masculine and feminine.
She's actually a female. But you know when we say because majority of everything that happens in this world is to do with male. He. right? So should we make God a she? Would that make? Are we alright? Yeah.
No, first,
She's a she. God is a she.
first.
Oh, long hair. Oh my gosh.
Hey, don't be butting in
No,
unless you're gonna sit
actually,
down. Don't be butting in unless you're gonna sit down. No, don't be butting in.
Actually, if no, if
Don't have an
Jesus,
identity.
if Jesus,
How do you know who it is then?
if Jesus had long hair,
How do you know who it is then?
Jesus
How do you know
had
who it
long
is then?
hair.
Yeah, it's got. I agree. It's got no identity, so you don't know who it is.
Jesus had long hair. Jesus had long hair, right?
No one can hear you. You have to sit down. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right. With
Jesus
your
had-
drunk self. Don't worry
Jesus
about
had
it.
long hair.
Yeah, Jesus had long hair. So which one? The white
she
Jesus.
was a she then.
The white Jesus.
She was a she.
How do you know Jesus had long hair?
Exactly.
In Revelations.
She was a she.
In Revelations. In Revelations.
Jesus was a she.
In Revelations.
Female. Oh my god.
In Revelations, your book.
I need to make she look like a male.
In Revelations, it describes Jesus Christ. Jesus. Whose name is Yeshua. It's not even Jesus, right? It's Yeshua. Oh, you ready now? Oh, there you go. Yeah, then we'll. Okay, I'm prepared to wait for that day. Can you? Can you? Can you? Okay. I can wait for that day. Can you? All right, I'm paid. All right. So we'll wait for that day then. Okay. Now, she's getting all sexual now.
Oh, sexual.
Yeah, she's getting all sexual.
healing.
The longer the wait, the greater your pussy's gonna
Yeah.
be.
Oh,
Well, these are the metaphors that she's giving out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the game. What one?
well,
I think you should come in now. To be fair, to be honest, you know what I'm saying?
What you say, Rod?
All right.
I'm alright.
All right. I like these. We'll cook it. But for today, these two are gonna tag team against me now. So
Oh yeah,
so
tag team.
so yeah. So now you're talking about his subject matter now. So she's talking about. Are we talking about Jesus Christ or the existence
Yeah,
of
Jesus
God?
Christ being female.
Which one we're talking
The
about?
reason why I
Yeah,
said
male or female? The sex of God. Why would God have a sex?
Listen, sorry,
Not God,
bro.
his son.
His son.
Like
So God has got
Christian.
dick and balls.
Damn it. Well,
So God has got a dick and balls.
Sorry, guys, to cut you off here, but the reason why I said here, right? I've got a question and something to say, right? So basically, right? You say God was a he or she,
No, I'm not saying that. She's saying God's a he or she.
right? She said she's a.
Yeah.
She said God is a she,
No, she said a he first, then she said she, then she went back to he again.
right?
I don't think she knows what
My thing
she's
is
talking
on
about when
like,
it comes to God. I don't think most people know what they're talking about.
Sorry, Pel.
People should just say, you know what, I don't know what God is.
Yeah, but listen.
That's what they should just say, be honest.
But my question is one:
Mm-hmm.
why did God create like Adam first, then Eve?
Is that a
There's
question for
so
me?
many
Is that a question for me?
conspiracies.
For everyone on the podcast.
Okay. Do you want to go first, Denise?
No.
Shall I go first then?
Yeah.
I'll go first. So why did God create Adam and Eve?
No, Adam first, then Eve second.
Okay. Number one,
Yep.
we have no idea whether God created Adam
Do you
and Eve.
understand? Do you understand? You've
have
got
no
no
idea.
idea. Number one. Yeah,
Number two, if God did create Adam and Eve, we
Yeah.
have to, according to the story,
to the story.
then God created Adam and Lilith first. Yeah.
Lilith, yeah.
Yes, Lilith was created.
that?
She was a woman who was created.
But before
from,
that,
from
who
the
was
earth.
created first?
Wait, let me finish.
man.
So
ahead,
God
bro.
created Adam and Lilith because He created man and woman
Uh-huh.
from the earth in His image. So it says in Him image to look like Him. Yeah. Then after He took Eve from the rib. After He took Eve from the rib. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my understanding. What was you gonna say after that?
I'll be back.
She'll be back.
Hasta luego.
She'll be back like the Undertaker.
Yeah.
I'll be
She'll be back like Batty.
No, she'll be back like the Terminator.
Yeah. So anyway, as you was gonna say.
Yeah. So basically, my story is on.
So I'm saying, according to the story,
Yeah. According to the
he
story.
created man and woman, and then created woman again because that woman was not subservient.
Yeah.
She was more powerful and more of a diva than Adam was.
Yeah.
So he wanted a more subservient woman, so he took her from Adam's rib. And this is not. It's not what it's what the Gospels say, and it's more importantly what even the leftover Bible says. So it says, if you read Genesis, it says God created man and woman.
Man and woman.
Then later, God created man, and then he took Eve from the rib. That means he created two sets of women.
Two sets of women. But while he created two sets of women, my question is on who was created first?
Out of who?
Adam, right?
Out of who?
Was he a male?
Adam and Lilith.
Okay. Was it? Okay. There's a woman and a male.
Right.
Female and male, right? So my question is, who was created first? A male or a female? Was it Adam?
By who? God or evolution?
By God or
By God.
By God.
Well, I have to go back to the first answer, which is we have no evidence. We have no evidence yet of a God. But if we're talking about what the Bible says,
bro, listen. I just want a straight answer. Was it Adam or was it Eve?
no, there's no answer.
There's no why is there no answer?
Because the Bible doesn't say which one came first. It
Right.
says. Oh, sorry. Did you say Adam or Eve?
Adam or Eve?
Oh, yeah, created Adam.
Adam,
first,
right?
Yeah.
So it's Adam.
Who's the second woman? Yeah, he created the second woman.
Through the
Second.
with the rib and all
Third
that.
person to be created
Not the
by.
rib.
Huh?
Yeah, but yeah. But what I'm just saying is, when it comes to God, is God a female or male? There's a question she was saying like God was a female. She said God was a female, right?
She said the male first. She said the male first. Then she thought about it.
Transgender people and all this shit is coming into place because they're saying, is God is a she or is a he? So they're debating to say, so if God doesn't have an identity, why should we have an identity? And
Right.
that's when the debate comes even bigger than
So-
what it is. You get it?
So it comes with, listen.
God doesn't
The
have
silver
an
one.
identity. God's everything that is, and that's what God says. I am who I am, and I am what He is, because He is everything, and everything that is Him. Do you get it?
Just saying.
So it's not a female, it's not a male.
Male, yeah.
That's why He freaking made
So why you keep saying
female
him?
and He made a male.
So why'd you keep saying
Do you
him?
get it? Because He doesn't have an identity. That's why He created
So why'd you keep
everything
saying
that
him?
is, because everything that is what He is.
So what it is? You mean what it is?
Everything that is
It's
He
what
is.
it
So
is.
I am who I am.
Hold on, why are you saying?
Everything that is
What?
who I am.
But why are you saying he for? Why don't you say it?
Because the British language.
No, it's not the British language. The British language would be
doesn't
it.
have an identity
The British
of
language. The British language would be it.
Yeah, but it doesn't
That's
have
that's the
identity.
genderless title. It would be it.
Yeah, but we don't call people it. Do you get it?
No,
Because it's
it.
offensive.
Yes, we do.
No.
No, wait. God's not a
No,
person. God's not a person.
He's not it.
Yeah, God's a-
God,
Everything-
no,
everything
God's a
that
person.
is
Did you just
is
say?
what I
Yeah, it
am,
does.
And everything that is who I am.
Well,
That's better.
Because that's
Who I
me.
am. Who I
Yes,
am.
who I am.
That's
That's
genderless.
what I said in the
No, you
first
said
place.
he, who he is.
Yeah,
That's
but
what you said.
My English is not very good.
Yeah, but that's what English people say. People who speak only speak English. That's what they say.
Who I am and everything that
It's not your English that's at fault. It's your. I would say it's your ideology. It's your perspective. It's your perspective. You grown up in a man's world. That's why you say he. That's the only reason.
Everything that is because He created everything that is.
He or
So
it.
I am who I am.
It or he created everything.
I say he because it's just easier for people to understand.
No, because you live in a man's world and you was
Okay,
told
I
to say
am who
man.
I am,
You was
and
told to say
everything
man.
that is what I am.
That's why I say mankind. That's why I
So
say.
let's not say he or he. Let's say like everything that is what I created. So I am who I am, and everything that is what I am.
I'm with that.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So
But
even
who
though
said
he
that?
is not she. Obviously, when we use he and she is to make people understand better, because not everybody got the mind to understand certain things. So you have to
True.
use she or he so they understand a bit better.
No, there's some people that no.
So,
Because
here
you're talking
goes,
about
bro, listen.
you're talking about God, so you're not talking about he or she or any or any people.
So
You're talking
I am
about.
who
There's
I am,
a thing.
Everything that is what I am.
Yeah.
That's what God
But
is.
Yeah.
are you saying that's what God said?
That's what God
yeah,
is.
it is in the
Are
Bible.
you
It
saying-
is in the Bible.
God created
Wait, I
everything.
wanna hear
Sorry,
her.
God. Sorry
I
to
can't
cut
hear
you
her.
off.
I can't hear her.
but you can't hear.
I can't hear her because you was talking over.
No, that's
Yeah, because I'm trying to cut you off. You're taking too long. I'm just quiet here.
Yeah, that he says he says you're taking too long. He's cutting you off.
Nah, I'm not cutting you off. Listen, what you're saying is
what
got
you
too
just
much
said.
sense. Listen,
Yeah,
I
listen-
am
listen.
who I
I
am.
didn't want to be in the podcast today because like
You choose.
my mind is just like
No, we
Are you-
actually love.
You're
that
saying you don't want
need
to be in the
come on
podcast because you're not going to make no sense.
No,
not today because I've been drinking.
I agree with you. You didn't make no sense then.
Emma, no.
I didn't make you didn't make no sense.
Okay, that's fine.
You said he, so it didn't make no sense to me.
my stuff.
Yeah. I understand why you didn't want to come on the
Listen.
podcast today.
Probably understand what I'm
Nay, yo,
I'm ramping, but I'm not.
this is gonna be on the
Go on,
fucking
go on,
thing.
talk. Go on, sorry. Go
Yeah.
on, talks.
Bro.
The floor is yours.
So my story is listen, you choose what to believe.
Yes.
Yes, sir. People have got
You just don't want your face to be on there. That's all. You want your voice on
it.
there.
You get it? He made you on this image, but he made you to have a choice, so you make your own decisions.
Who told you that?
The Bible.
Some other dude. No,
So
some
you
dude.
need to do a little bit of religion, whatever.
Some dude told you that. Some dude told you that, and you're saying what this dude told you. No God ever told you any of this stuff. You was told by another human being.
Yes.
Right?
That's what I said. It's a
Oh,
bit
that's
to
what I'm
do with
saying.
religion,
Yeah.
whatever
So
people
some
say.
dude from a religion told you that. I don't know why you believe it
And
though.
the discussion you had Gavin about, why was Adam created first and Eve created after? I can understand the discussion because women give birth to.
He wasn't
babies.
created first.
So how was Adam created first without Eve?
He wasn't created first. The Bible says he wasn't created first. He wanted to know. He wanted to know who was created first out of Adam and Eve, not out of man.
then
and woman.
I say my story, but I haven't said anything. So that was a question, then I say something afterwards.
He's done with the broadcast. All right, you guys, let's finish the broadcast. 'Cause I think you're gonna be
I know.
a little bit too far
You do it.
today.
We do it.
And
No, we
it's
just got
getting
started.
emotional
Taku,
and
it's not
going
emotional.
back
Taku's on it, man.
emotion.
He's
Yeah,
finally
I mean,
finally
no,
gonna say his
I
piece.
think it's done for today. I think it's done.
Who Taku?
No, the whole broadcast.
Why?
Right.
Because it's getting emotional.
Who's getting emotional?
Who? You ain't getting
I'm not getting
emotional.
emotional.
He's live.
Did you say I just fixed the mic so that
Unless you're talking about yourself.
when you're talking?
Are you? Yeah. Are you getting? Yeah.
Yes,
That's
like-
for
I was
you.
just talking to you guys. I didn't want to be
No.
in the broadcast.
No, but then you need to be.
The
Why
thing
are you talking then?
I've got my glasses on, right?
Because I'm talking to you guys, not to the broadcast.
Yes.
I thought you
Blessings.
needed to be
Where's the
sitting
keys? The
down
keys in the door.
to the broadcast.
Where's the keys? Oh yeah. All right. Respect. Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
I
you
was
got your
just
phone
talking
and
to
thing,
you
yeah?
guys. I thought you wanted to be like
Yeah, man,
physically
Alright.
sitting down to be in the broadcast. I don't want to be in the broadcast.
No, you're not gonna be in. But
You put your
said
voice in
back-
the broadcast. Your voice is in there.
Yeah, but they don't know who you are. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. No,
No.
don't worry. Don't be sorry. Oh, this. Yeah, that's what they call it. This
You wanted to be in it. You wanted to be.
Do you know what's called
Yeah,
dabbing?
not today, no. Want a bit more.
No, you wanted your voice to be in it. That's why
No, listen.
your
they-
mind is in the
They
broadcast.
don't need
I
to
like
know who
what
you
guys
are.
talking about,
Yeah.
and I want to like put my little bits in it, but I don't want to be.
You want your voice to be in. You don't want your face to
I
be
want
in.
to be in the broadcast.
Yo, bro.
You are in it because you've been talking.
Listen.
Your voice is in the broadcast.
Soraya,
Can't help it now.
this is my first time saying
You
Soraya.
can delete it.
Huh? No, because
Listen,
you
listen,
should have been
listen.
quiet. You're not
Listen.
supposed to talk.
This is my first time saying Soraya on this podcast.
Okay.
He hasn't even said your name as well.
Yes, I have. I said the name, Soraya. I
Soraya.
said, is that your name, Soraya? I said that earlier.
Delete
innit?
said my name.
No, listen. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Right, but the person speaking behind, they don't know who it is. Yes,
Yeah,
they
we
don't
don't
know
know who
who's
you are.
behind
What's
the
your
back.
face?
Yes, sir.
We know
So-
your name is Soraya, though.
Yes, sir.
I speak more sense when I'm saying what I do.
No.
So then why
what
are you
you're
speaking?
saying
Why are
is-
you speaking now for
Because
then?
I like what you guys are saying. And
So
it
then,
makes my brain
It's up to you.
like,
Listen, I agree every way you want.
you
You can,
guys are working my brain, and I'm just sitting
and it's a
there
good
like-
thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's
And
a
I
beautiful.
can't-
Yeah.
I can't keep quiet because you guys are making
Then
sense
don't be
and I'm
ashamed.
sitting down
Don't be
like-
ashamed of
And
sharing.
we're actually engaging into a conversation instead. Where, you see where I'm at right now, where I'm set right now. This is a live thing. This is something being recorded. You understand? How many times? How many times have I told you like I don't be on a podcast.
Yeah, that you don't. You
Yes,
don't
sir.
want to talk about those kind of. Things.
I don't talk about
But you
them
know,
kind of
I
thing.
like it when you actually engage in the conversation and you actually pull questions.
Yeah.
Questions.
Good, of course
Even
it's
if you
good.
feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's right.
You pull
Should be
certain
uncomfortable.
questions That,
Yeah.
You know, certain people do want to know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you get
Could
it?
be helping
And
other
that's
people.
What the broadcast is about is certain questions that you would not talk about unless somebody asks you.
That's
Ask
right.
you.
And
And
they
you're
will
not- and you're not
probably-
helping
if
with
you
that.
Talk about it. They will be in the comments like, why did you ask this? Why did you ask that? Because they want to know about it. Do you get it? So I think that's the broadcast. I think that's the whole point of the broadcast thing.
It is.
Yeah.
But I'm still confused about you because you don't want to be on there, but you're on here. You keep talking. You keep talking into it. Yeah. Don't worry about it. She'll come back. She'll come back. She can't keep her mouth quiet anyway. She'll come back. Look. She's interested.
Right.
Yeah, you are.
Nay.
I'm just going by
Nay.
observation.
That one is a good conversation.
That's right.
I like good
See?
debate.
So you're going to join in? I know. I'm not
Sorry,
stopping
guys.
You. I'm not stopping you. You're stopping yourself, not me. Anyway.
Right. So what's happening now, yeah, is
You was explaining something.
yeah, I was explaining
That
something.
was
but
unexplainable.
I'm not gonna explain this now, but this to be continued, yeah, because tonight, yeah, media management, FT, fucking first left doesn't. Listen, tonight is one of my guys'
Birthdays, for real.
birthday. Kilo, what one thing?
Where
Yeah,
is
man.
it? Where is it?
He's in there. You know what he requested?
Go on.
He was like, guys, tonight's my night. We've had the podcast and everything. We've had a lovely night. But behind these cameras, let's have some fun. Let's listen to music. We've got all these things. All these. Listen, let's drink. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy the moment.
Well, that's what I was doing anyway, but you're saying let's exclusively do that.
Yeah, let's exclusively do that, bro.
Well, I'll let you wrap up then.
Well, bro, don't worry, man. This night, like I said, his birthday is like my birthday. My birthday is like, you understand?
Yeah. Where is it?
Concept.
Is he in the production bar?
He's a, yeah,
Oh, boss him then. Boss up the tunes then.
that's what, yeah, he has busted down some tunes there, but bro, he's like, oh, man, let's have some fun. It's been like more than like 30 minutes.
Sorry, interpret what he's trying to say.
We out of here.
I think your English is better than his.
Nah, listen. This ain't about to do with.
Say, shut the fuck up and have some fun.
This ain't about the.
What he's trying to say is, let's have some fun
Yeah, man.
and finish this broadcast
Yeah,
in a
man.
good mood
Yeah, man.
and the good vibes because it's my boy's birthday.
Do you understand?
And we're here to enjoy.
Do you understand?
We did the broadcast like he wanted to do.
Yeah,
And now we came
man.
to the end of the broadcast, and let's just go and get good vibes,
Yeah,
good
man.
people, and I say goodbye. I
Yeah,
love you later.
let's go and get
I
these good
love you
people.
all.
Let's go get these good people.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Soraya, where are these good people?
They're all in the hub right now, in the music production room.
Another one by Media
Doing the
Management
boss.
Studios.
Yeah, man.
Peace out.
Peace out. This is your Bob Regax once again. Fast left,
Reproduction.